Why do avoidants love bomb? Now, remember, love bombing is usually associated with narcissistic traits, not diagnosing anyone as a narcissist. Traits are traits. Avoidance can very much love bomb as well, and it's often done unconsciously by the individual. So here's how it works. Initially, they'll idealise you in the honeymoon phase. So this is when the connection is new. There's no real threat to their inner emotional world yet. You're a fantasy. You're not actually a real person in their eyes. So they can attach themselves intensely to you without fear. They do very much crave the emotional high and the connection, but they are not in any way emotionally equipped to sustain it. You're giving them something that they lack. Often avoidants feel internally exceptionally unworthy or even numb, and your affection makes them feel whole temporarily. So they cling hard, they cling fast, and they try to bottle that feeling. They want the safety of love, but not the vulnerability and intimacy that comes with it. So they love the idea of intimacy, but once it actually becomes real, that is, you have needs, you have boundaries, and conflict that happens in interpersonal relationships inevitably arises, their nervous system freaks the fuck out and they withdraw or they sabotage. And by this, it could look like the slow fade out. They are responding slower and slower, and they're just weaning themselves off you. They may do an avoidant discard where they break up with you completely out of the blue with no rhyme or reason associated with it and little to no explanation, or they will just ghost you. Poof, they are gone. Essentially, love bombing is just a coping mechanism. It's often about the individual seeking control over the relationship dynamic and also using you to fuel their inner needs without actually giving something back. They love bomb you because once you're hooked, they feel safe. But it's a double edged sword because once they start feeling exposed, that is, they have a requirement to be vulnerable because the relationship is deepening, there's more intimacy building. That is when they internally freak out, their nervous system gets triggered, their historical wounds that they may not even be consciously aware of, they're all triggered and they run. And often what happens, and this is where those dating coaches prey on you, is you're left trying to earn back what was never real stability. It was just a dopamine storm. Now, this is why, unless an avoidant is actively in therapy, working consciously on their attachment wounds, unless they are doing this and they can come back with real accountability, demonstrate real change, if you let them back in, they will just do this to you over and over again.